Okay, so a Team 10 consumer alert for you now. Do not call. A simple request, right? Made by more than 200 million Americans.
Yeah, but hundreds of thousands of people say they're still getting unwanted phone calls even though they are on the do not call list. Team 10 troubleshooter Kristen Severance joins us with what the government is doing about the problem. Kristen?
We get these calls at home, on our cell phones, and usually at the worst time of day like dinner, or right now would be a pretty bad time to call. Many of them are now those recorded robocalls. And Team 10 found out the FTC is getting thousands of complaints about the do not call list not working. So they're having a summit to figure out some sort of solution.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Carol Monday and her husband Joel are fed up with constant calls by telemarketers.
We don't want all this harassment, and it's invading our privacy.
The San Diego couple signed the do not call list a year ago, but the calls came back. They get 4 to 5 calls a day, many of them now recorded robocalls.
Just tired for them calling me.
The FTC took action against a credit card robocalling operation in 2010, one you may have heard.
Rachel at Cardholder Services, calling in reference to your current credit card account.
That was 2 years ago, so how is Rachel still calling?
It's almost certainly a different company doing it now.
Michael Milgram is a staff attorney for the Federal Trade Commission. They have to track down violators. Hard to do because the companies aren't real, or they use technology to fake the number you see on caller ID.
The telephone company that you call that had the number originally probably sold it to another company that resold it to somebody else.
And robocall complaints are up from 65,000 in 2010 to 212,000 this year. Fewer telemarketers are even checking the FTC list to see which numbers are off limits. In 2007, 65,000 telemarketers checked the list. In 2011, just 34,000. The FTC is holding a brainstorming meeting Thursday to come up with ways to stop the repeated robocalls.
We're hoping that this summit will result in ways for us to find solutions to this problem and get more of the robocallers.
And so are the Mondays.
They should take legal action, or they should get fined or something, because it's our privacy. We put do not call lists, and they still do.
And Team 10 will be watching the FTC's next move to hopefully put a stop to these phone calls.
Meantime, Kristen, what can people do now?
Okay, this is important. So if a robocaller calls you, do not follow the prompts to get off their list. It just tells the computer your phone number is legitimate and may result in even more calls. Instead, you should report the problem on the Federal Trade Commission's website, and I put that on 10news.com under the red TV button. While you're there, you can also make a complaint if the list is not working.
Oh gosh, yeah, all right, thanks, Chris.